Welcome everybody. Welcome to Jimmy's Neighborhood Bees. I'm Jimmy, and keeping bees in a average suburban neighborhood, so in Central Virginia. So you know you can do it if you really want to keep bees, and your municipality allows it. You know you got to check with your rules. Anyway, today's short video. I just want to update everyone about the apiary and the queens that I put in and everything else. First of all, I want to thank every single subscriber, commenter, likes, thumbs up. I don't usually ask for thumbs up and comments and subscribes and what else can you do? Whatever, likes, yeah, whatever. But I don't usually ask for those. I figure those people who watch, they know, and those people who have YouTube channels, they know their algorithms and all that stuff. I just do this, one, for me, and two, to share what I do with other people who don't necessarily do things like the way the book says they need to be done. I'm a little bit outside of the box. Heck, I don't even see the box. Anyway, let's get today's fortune. But still, I really genuinely think, I never thought there'd be 430 some odd people or however many there are. Yeah. No. Anyway, but thank you very much. Today's fortune. The purpose of life is to live a life of purpose. That's a good fortune. The purpose of life is to live a life of purpose. That's a good fortune. Some of them, but that one's a pretty good one. Okay. Update in the hives. Okay, the week hive, I had 2 BeeWeaver queens that came. Well, I just dropped one, but it was empty. I had pinched the queen that I found in there. It was I don't know, they made their own queen or whatever. And after like 2 or 3 weeks, I saw no eggs, no brood. So I pinched her. And I had, when it first went weak, I had ordered BeeWeaver queens. So, and I ordered 2. I had no clue what I was going to do with the second one. However, I knew I needed 1. And just in case, I just wanted a backup. Anyway, so I received 2 BeeWeaver queens last week. They were shipped on a Tuesday. My post office notified me that they were coming. They arrived Wednesday night. However, I couldn't pick them up till Thursday morning. And once I picked them up, had them in hand, excuse me, my smoker's lit and it's coming in my storeroom. Once I picked them up and had them in hand, that's when I went into the hives and I dispatched the queens that were there, because they were already delayed for like 2 weeks. So I didn't know if there was going to be longer delay. So I didn't want to pinch them until I had them in hand. Anyway, the next following day was the Friday. Nope, I picked them up the Friday. The Saturday is when I installed them. So I installed them in the week hive, and I installed it in the first swarm that had reswarmed. So I had I don't know what queen was in there, because I had marked the first swarm queen when I found her. I marked her. She had a red dot because someone commented that she should have been a yellow dot queen last year's, because that was the first swarm that I caught. Anyway, it didn't matter because that one is no longer in there, and there was a queen in there without a marking. So I was like, okay, what did we do? So again, and I hadn't checked that hive in a couple of weeks, and when I did, that queen was in there. There were no eggs. There was no larvae. There was old larvae. Maybe look like some old larvae in there, an old capped brood. And so I just dispatched that one. I said, okay, I'll put the 2 BeeWeaver queens in those 2 hives. Friday, 3 days later, today is Tuesday. So Saturday they were installed in the cage. I removed the cork on the candy end. And when I set the cage on top, I looked at the actions of the bees. And they were going in head first, not tail first. So that told me they knew they didn't have a queen, and this was going to be a suitable queen. So I went ahead and put them in, took the cork out, let them chew through the candy. Today, I went out and looked at them. Both of the queens were released. Both of the queens were happily walking around the frames, and all the bees seemed calm in both of those hives. So I didn't expect to see eggs because, you know, I don't know if she's going to come out of the cage and start laying. I didn't know if they had just released her out of the cage or what. So I didn't expect to see any eggs or anything like that. I did kind of give a good couple of looks. But they got room to lay. They got room to expand and build. They can build comb. They got stores. They got honey and nectar in there. So they're going to be fine just hanging out. We'll build them up, and if I got to put them in a 10 frame, each one of them, they're in 5 frame nuke style with my XL frame, so it's 5 XL frames. Then if I need to put them in 10 frame boxes, then I have to, yeah, I got some out there and up in here. So anyway, the red hive, which was kind of iffy, number one, they're just doing their thing. They're slowly coming back from the swarm that they had made. They made their own queen. I seen brood in there. So she's not going to be a honey producer. This or that hive's not going to be a honey producer this season. But it's no big deal. As long as they make it, I'm happy. And they have enough honey for themselves. I just want them to get bigger in strength and numbers. Let's see. I looked in on the farmhouse bees, and they look like they're doing well. They're expanding. They're building out some of the comb when I put in blank foundation. So they're starting to draw out that comb. They didn't have a lot of pollen in there, so I cut off a little piece of a pollen patty that I had in my freezer. Excuse me, choking myself. And I cut off a little piece of pollen patty, stuck it in there, and I got some 1-to-1 with Honey Be Healthy on top of it, sitting in the Revolutionary Hives bee buffet that's on top with a jar. So all of that can fit underneath with the farmhouse top closed. So that system is working well. However, the one thing that's not working so well, they are somehow getting past my divider board. It's not as tight either at the top, or I saw one little spot down at the bottom. So I may cut a strip of Reflectex and staple it or glue it at the bottom. Maybe a 2-layer Reflectex around the sides and the bottom, and that way it would provide a little seal maybe. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, other than that, the operation of that hive is doing well, and yeah, I'm excited for them to completely finish building out at least their brood section. What else is there? The yellow hive on the back row, which was one of the packages I got from Nature's Image Farm. That one, goodness, I had to put a super on there because they were expanding even more than the second package I got from Nature's Image Farm. So for some reason, that hive back there is going gangbusters. And then that's the hive you're going to see that I put my hybrid flow system on, which is 4 flow frames, and then I have 4 of the Ross Round Deep configurations. So, but you'll see that later, and I'll show you just what I do to modify my flow frames, just for me being clumsy, losing things. Anyway, so I did say it's going to be short. I'm rambling early so that I don't have to ramble at the end of the video. Yeah, so anything else? No. So that's it for the hives. I got the grandkids this week. So this is going to be a short video. They wanted to go play putt-putt golf instead of playing with the bees, and that's fine. So Sharon took them to play putt-putt and video games, I guess, or whatever, wherever they went. Anyway, thank you so much. And for those of you who care to see what I did to the flow frames, you can stay tuned. If not, this is going to be the end of it. I'm going to play the music on out. And the other part is only like 2 minutes or 3 minutes long. So, you know, you can watch if you really want to. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. And thanks for everything. You guys, the comments, the people from everywhere, all over. I wish I could shake everybody's hand. I am thinking I'm going to go to Hive Life in Tennessee in 2024. I got to look it up and see if tickets are available or anything like that. But I do really want to go this year. So hopefully I will meet most of you, or some of you, or those of you that go. Come up to me and say hi. Please don't be disappointed if I don't recognize your name right off the bat. However, I do read all the comments, and I try to see all the people who comment and say something. And yeah, and feel free to ask me anything you want to ask if we're there and we see each other, meet each other. All right. Anyway, that's going to be weird. All right. So stay tuned and let's go look at this flow frame thingy. All right, buddy. I'm here today. This year, it's been a kind of funky year for honey production. However, our bees are kind of working our flow frames. You can look between and you can see the bees are still working. But, so it's full of bees in there. This is the 4-frame hybrid system. But really, I just wanted to show what I do. I paint, like this one, I painted the inside red. I painted the little stripy stripe, then orange inside here and pink. That's just so that if I drop that piece, because that's the piece that you take out. Oh, there. They got it proper closed up in there. I can't even get one out. But that's what you put your tube in when you get ready to harvest. You twist these off and you stick your tube in there. But if you drop one, sometimes they're just hard to find. So I just painted the little sides. And then also, let's see if we get up at the top. I did the same. See, just painted a little stripy stripe. That way, for one, I can see that I put it back when it's time to put it back. And two, if I dropped it, I can see where I dropped it at. Down here. Anyway, that's just a quick tip. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of honey production. I'll give it away to my neighbors. And we'll see next year, see how it works out as well. But everybody's been having a kind of funky year for honey production. I guess just nature. All right. Y'all have a good one and have fun with your bees.